Hello and welcome to Attract Mode presented by Lady Arcaders. My name is BigScared. Welcome in tonight, and we have a very special double showcase for you. I hope you like JRPGs because we sure got a lot of stuff coming up. First up, we have Kariohki running a normal ending of Atelier Rorona Plus. Later on, we'll have Pikol running a Super Bosses run of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed. But real quick, I want to tell you a little bit about Lady Arcaders. We are an all-women's gaming collective. Lady Arcaders welcomes all women in gaming, speedrunners, developers, and casual fans alike. In addition to our cozy private community, we run weekly showcases on our Twitch channel, as well as larger charity events throughout the year. So if you're curious about that, if you're curious about Attract Mode, please do use the chat commands for that. Anyways, enough about this. We have a fantastic run coming up by Kariohki doing the normal ending of Atelier Rorona Plus. Please take it away, Kari.
All right, hello, good evening. I'm Kariohki and I'm back. Hi. I kind of come on. I think I stream more on this channel than I do on my own channel, huh? So tonight I am playing Atelier Rorona Plus, the Alchemist of Arland. It was released in 2014, I think. I don't remember because I have it in my head the original release date of the game. Because here's Atelier Rorona Plus. It's for PS3. It is a remake of Atelier Rorona for PS3. Because they released Gust released a lot of games, like 3 games in this series, and then went back and redid Rorona and made it a lot better. It is part of the Atelier series, which has been going on for 25 years. Here's the first game in this series. I have it. I have every main game in this series, by the way. Celebrating its 25th anniversary this year with actually a remake of that first game there that just came out last month or so. So, yeah. The theme about the Atelier games typically is that you're a young girl and you do alchemy, and there's usually very low stakes in the plot of the game, and I'll kind of be going through a little bit of the plot when we start this here. So, I think timing starts at new game, so I will count in for the timer. 3, 2, 1, go.
And I'm here too. I'm Valeria.
Yes, hello!
I didn't get enough anime from the Blaze Blue lore, so I'm back for some JRPGs.
So a few cutscenes to skip at the start here as we're introduced to our main goal in this game is to our atelier is getting shut down because they want to develop over the land of the kingdom, and we need to prove to them that our workshop is worth being here, and we have 3 years to do so.
Hell as old as time.
So no world-ending, destroying things, no saving whatnot. We're just a 13-year-old girl and we're saving our workshop. And this is kind of what I like about a lot of the Atelier games, is they're so low stakes and chill, and you're always playing as this, cute girl who's just trying to do her thing and figure stuff out, and then by the end of the story, she's making, philosopher's stones and giant pies and whatnot. We already know everything, by the way. Alright, all these cutscenes. So there's a fast travel menu. We're going to go here to the weapon shop, skip meeting the weaponsmith there, and then we need to unequip ourselves because we need money. They're not in my container, they're in my basket right now. And we need to sell also this healing item because we don't need that either. And no, I need to buy things, please. Come back. Need to buy all these rocks. Okay, over to the sundry shop. So every shop in this game sells different items. So the blacksmith will sell stuff that you make to blacksmith and make weapons and whatnot. I do need to concentrate to figure out what I need to buy because I'm still a little rusty on this game. And the money route is extremely tight in this game. So we're making some polish powder. Very basic alchemy item with those 20 rocks that we bought. To pass through the game, we need to pass these assignments. And yes, there is a time limit in this game. All the Atelier games up until Atelier Chalet have a time limit for the different goals you have to complete. They started loosening or completely dropping the time limit around that game, and pretty much ever since then, there really hasn't been a time limit, except for very small portions of games. So we were given 12 assignments in the game to pass within each of these like 3-month time periods. And if you pass them with passing marks, then you go to the next assignment. And if not, then you fail and get the bad ending. So the first assignment was to make a bunch of sundries items. We made a bunch of polish powder and turned it in. And now we're going to sleep.
Sleep forever, it seems.
Yeah, sleeping for 70 days straight. So to get the normal ending, you have to get a certain amount of those large stars to qualify for it. And this is routed out so that there's a couple assignments where we can get 1 or 2 stars, and then we're getting 3s on the rest of them so that we're getting within that mark. Alright, yes, I want to move that to the container, and we're just going to go to the sundry shop to clear a cutscene that's there. I believe she's saying that she's, like, closing the shop for the day for some reason. And we're just going to go get some water.
I hear water's very important with alchemy.
Hydrate.
That's it.
Hydrate. Come on, guys, hydrate. So we're just going to fill up our entire basket with water here. And then back to the workshop. Stick all that in our container. And then we're going to make 25 supplements. And we're going to use a lot of that water. So we're going to go all the way down here and use a bunch of that water we got. Alright, and there's a tutorial here, so we're going to have to... Tutorials, you can't actually skip the cutscene. You have to just have the text skip on instead, because it's going to make you select an option. We're going to make our first save of the run here. Normally, if you're going for records or PBs or anything, you just not save and hope everything goes right. We're going to be doing a 95% chance synthesis next. 95 does not equal 100.
What should I make?
Alright, it worked. Alright, we're good there. So we need to go back to the hallway, and we're going to recruit Sturk here. So he's just putting him in our party. Well, we're also going to turn in our items to him. He's like a knight of the kingdom, but he's also said he'd help us out when we need to go outside to adventure, and he'll beat up enemies for us and stuff. Alright, back to the workshop, and we're going to also take off his armor, because he doesn't need it. He's a big, strong boy.
Who's Cordelia?
Cordelia's our best friend. You don't really get to see any of her cutscenes in this, because we skip all them at the beginning of the game. But, she's your best friend. You've been friends for, like, ever. She's, like, a daughter of one of the rich people in town. And she's very tsundere. And she may or may not have a crush on you. And in the second game, there's someone that may or may not ship her with you. It's kind of funny.
Oh boy.
She's great. She's a good character. Because even though she's kind of, like, hot and cold to you, she really does care about you and cares about, like, helping Rorona out. Her whole ending, each character you can recruit has her own ending, and her ending kind of deals with, she really wants to help Rorona, but doesn't want the attention put on her or anything, so she kind of does it behind the scenes, and you call her out on it, and then she gets mad, and then you make up, and it's really cute.
She did hang around all those days that you were just sleeping.
Yeah, we're just sleeping, and she's just hanging out there. There's an event here that we're really just using it to, again, clear the event and warp to get some water. Please approach the well. Okay. So we need 30 water, so up to 38 in our basket here. And then back over to the sundry shop. I think think my supplements are in my container. Yes. Okay, sell all those. Now we're gonna buy, this is a complicated one. 7 pieces of wood, all the mandra roots, and 6 of these. So you might be thinking, we're just buying a bunch of stuff, right? Yeah, because normally in these games you'd go outside and touch grass and gather grass and wood and chestnuts and feathers and attack enemies for their meat and everything like that. No, we're just gonna capitalism everything and buy stuff. So again, another save. We are doing a 55% synthesis chance here.
We're fighting capitalism with capitalism.
That's 7. I need to make 5 right now. Thank you. Okay, for the elixir, skipped first row. For medicinals, start at Puni Ball. Puni Ball. So, hope. Yes, first try. Alright, so now we're gonna sleep a little bit. We're sleeping for 9 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. We're sleeping for 9 days because the shop is going to restock and we need to buy more stuff from the sundry shop. So buy more of these mandra roots because she only carries 5 at a time. Because again, they're expecting you to go out and actually gather these things from different areas in the game or fight enemies for them, but so the shops only stock like the bare minimum and very few items. So again, another save because we are doing a 274% chance synthesis here.
What should I make?
So 2 more of these. Come on. Nope. So when you fail a synthesis, you and synthesis chance is based on your alchemy level, which you level up by doing more synthesis, and also how much MP you have. That's going to come into play later when we do a synthesis that we are the right level for, but we don't have enough MP to do a bunch of them at once. And we only have 20 MP. Okay, there's 1. So I'm going to actually save after this one. Usually I do them right in a row, but just because I got that pretty quickly, we're going to save in between these 2 to get them. Are you enjoying this?
I'm just taking it all in right now.
It's a lot. These games are very complicated, actually. Like, they seem simple and you can get through them because they're pretty easy difficulty-wise, but you can go so deep into the alchemy systems and break the game. Oh, first try on that. Okay, cool. Okay, now we need to make 2 supplements using, like, in a, what do you call it? Separately, because we are trying to finish a goal, and we need to do a certain number of syntheses. Okay. So very carefully, we need to sleep a nice number of days. I'm just gonna hold it and then go back 1. Be very careful not to sleep all the way, because we haven't turned our items in yet. And that would be a failure and a game over if we slept all the way through. Nope, wrong button. Palace front desk for some cutscene clears. We're going to be taken to the town square after that. Palace front desk for a tutorial about the request system. Esty here is my favorite character. She is not playable in the original version of the game, but she is playable in this one, and when I found out that happened, because I wasn't spoiled for it, I was, like, jumping up and down, going, yes, 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 yes! Because she's playable in Atelier Rorona, which is the 3rd game in this trilogy of 4 games. This is a 4-game trilogy. Yeah, there's 4 games in this trilogy, in what they call the Arland trilogy. I need to concentrate a little bit because I need to put my stickers on the right parts of the bingo board here.
What, bingo?
Yeah, we're playing bingo. We cleared a bunch of goals this time, so we can clear 2 lines of the bingo board by filling out the bottom one for some money, and then the middle one for this weapon. It's a frying pan, I know, but it is a weapon. And there's another cutscene here we need to clear at the sundry shop, but we're going to be selling that. Don't want to move that to the container. and now we sleep 1 day. So there's 4 games in the Arland trilogy: Rorona, Totori, Meru, and Lulua. Lulua came out many years later, and is kind of doesn't have really the same playstyle as these ones. It's a little bit closer to the I think it's the Mysterious series. But typically Atelier games are split into like trilogies or so. There's usually 2 to 4 games per setting of where the games are taking place. So all the Arland games take place in the kingdom or country of Arland. So more cutscenes that we're skipping through, going to Rorona's house to get some items, and then to the weapon shop for another tutorial.
So how likely would like other Atelier games look? Would they look like the run that you're doing right now? Would they look pretty different?
I'd say the 3 Arland games look pretty much like this. The Dusk games pretty much look like this as well. Maybe even the Mysterious ones. The Ryza trilogy, which is the newest and arguably the most popular one at this point. I need to buy cute bombs. And it's a little bit different because the Ryza games are an action RPG with a little bit more focus on fighting. And then if we go backwards in release order, I need to sell the training walk and the 2 Pendulux. The trilogy directly preceding this one, I need to buy a first cookbook as well, and then 4 cabbage soups and all the forest cabbages. And then the Sundew shop. The trilogy before this was the Iris trilogy, and that one was much more a standard JRPG where you have a male protagonist and a lot more focus on fighting. What am I doing? I'm buying mine grass. Okay, my numbers are looking good. So, the Iris trilogy was a lot more standard JRPG. Those are also much longer speed runs where you're just kind of just going through the game really fast. And having to go through the cutscenes and everything. So really it depends on which set of games that you're doing. But I'd say, at least for a good chunk of them, they're very similar to Rorona, where you're just doing the minimum amount of synthesis possible, save scumming for your fights or gathers or items or anything, and just kind of pushing through it that way. There's a decently sized Atelier speedrunning community. A lot of focus right now is on Ryza. I need to do 2 cloths, and I had to save because it's an 89% chance. I got it first try again, and make sure to put a trait on it, because that is very important. Okay, sleep.
Bedtime.
Until 40 days remain. We're gonna get some events, and we're gonna hope that this kid that shows up, his name's Cole, he's a merchant. Hope that he shows up, that he has the items we want, and if not, then we're gonna have to save scum later for them. I've never had him have it first try before. Okay, we're gonna sell our cloth, and we're gonna buy. Nope, doesn't have it. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a little bit extra here. And then there's one more event, and Astrid's our teacher, by the way. She's gonna ask us if we want a little brother or a little sister. We want a little sister, obviously, because little sisters are cuter. And then one more cutscene, and then we're gonna make a bunch of tea. 2 more cutscenes, actually.
What should I make?
Kind
20.
of weird out of context. Just, I'm going to offer you a sibling.
Yeah. What would you prefer? A little brother or a little sister? And you're like, okay. And you pick whichever. It doesn't really matter which one you pick. It's just you'll see later. We want to turn in all of that tea we made and those stews that we bought, or soup that we bought. So get that passed. Go back to the sundry shop because we need more grass, because they restocked on the grass, and soon they're not going to have any grass for us to buy because of plot reasons. So we need to buy all their grass again. So because Cole did not have the items, I'm going to save here. I am playing on a PS3 with a normal hard drive, and I'm playing from disk, so that is why my load times are so slow. Obviously, if you're playing from a digital version, I sleep till the 15th. If you're playing from a digital version and have an SSD, then your your load times and whatnot are gonna be much faster. All right, so Cole comes and visits every 15th of the month. So we do have to we do need to go through this and get him to visit again and hope that he has the items we need. He does not, so we need to load and do it again.
Oh boy. So the items you're turning in for quests, you mentioned the soup that you bought. It doesn't have any way to mark whether you've made it or not. You can just
Nope.
hand
As
it
long
in?
as it's the right category for whatever assignment you're on, you can technically, if the item is available to buy, you can technically just buy a bunch of them and use that to turn in until you have enough of the until you have enough stars. The final assignment is actually kind of hilarious in the speedrun. When we get there, I'll point out what we're kind of doing with that one. There we go. Now he has what we have. These things at the bottom here. He has these rare items now. I need to get how many? 1 gem and 2 snowstones. Alright. So that's like really the only way to get those items without actually going out to get them ourselves. And we don't want to go outside. That takes time.
Rorona likes to stay at home.
Yeah, we like to stay inside.
I am thinking of like the crafting quests in like Final Fantasy XIV. It's like definitely there's no marker on that, even though it does say whether you've crafted it or not. It doesn't matter for the quest. You can just hand
that's
in
how I
whatever.
leveled up all of my hand classes in 14. Is like, oh, I need to get this item to clear this class quest. I'll just buy it. So there's a festival at the end of every year, calendar year in the game. So you can go and participate in it, but we don't have time for that. We're just gonna go home. So they still have grass, so we're gonna buy the rest of their grass again. 34 grass, and now we're gonna go home. There's gonna be a surprise waiting for us. Nope, I didn't. Oh, I didn't sleep the 9 days. I need to go sleep the 9 days first. You're supposed to sleep first and then leave, but I left and then slept, so we're just gonna have to leave again and then come back. That's fine. Now there's a surprise for us.
An Emoto surprise.
Nope. Wrong house. Wait, no, this is my house. Who's this stranger sitting in my house? Oh, this is your little sister, by the way. So Astrid's like a master alchemist. She just straight up made a homunculus for you.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yep. But Hom is very useful because Hom is very good at making stuff as well. So we're gonna have Hom make stuff for us.
When you arm alchemy, you are good at making alchemy.
So Hom can duplicate or make items without needing 30 days left. 30 days left. Numbers, please. So Hom can make items without needing resources that we have like stocked or anything. So we're just having her make our cloth for us. And we're gonna go sell that now and make a lot of money. So I can just use the quick travel menu, please. Alright. I don't want to sell everything.
Just many things.
Just the cloth, because if I sell everything, that's a bad thing. Alright, now we can buy plants and ore, which we need for 5 good waters, all the candied branches, and uni. So there's a little cutscene here where Bromo's like, hey, where's all the grass? And Tiffany, who runs the shop, is like, yeah, for some reason, I haven't gotten any grass, because there's been a shortage of grass for some reason. The plot of this chapter is somebody's trying to sabotage you trying to save your workshop. Alright, so here we have the worst synth in the game. It's a 45% chance.
Oh boy.
So, RNG, please.
I know how numbers percentage works in games. They're always never what you want them to be.
What should I make?
Okay, left one tonic. So this is the one where we are actually the correct level. Or no, we're like just off the level. So it's a 95% chance to make one. But as soon as we hit where we're making too much on our MP in that one below, it is saying, hey, you don't have enough MP. I actually need to start from the middle one here to do this. You don't have enough MP. Are you sure you want to do this? First try tonic? Thank you, chat. Thank you. I'm just gonna let you guys take the credit for that one. Hom needs to synthesize polish powder now for quality. So we're going to be actually using Hom's ability to math synthesize items while we do other stuff like that, like sleep and take our time and all that kind of stuff, where we don't care about that voucher there. To make a bunch of items that we can just turn in for the assignments. Instead of us having to make them, Hom can make them. Alright, so we turned our tonics, we're going to go sleep now. So back to the sundry shop, because we just buy things there all the time. So we're going to be buying the Mysterious Tools book, all the wood, and one beehive.
Is there a point where we have to go outside to get materials?
Yes. There's actually a required assignment where we do have to go outside. I think the tutorial was for the resale thing at the shops. Where you can, like, give the shopkeepers items that you use often and you can buy them back from them. Very helpful on, like, a normal playthrough where you might make something a lot, you don't feel like wasting the time to make it a bunch, so you can just give it to the shopkeeper to sell copies of and then buy it back and just buy a copy with your money, because you'll have money. But, we don't care. As lovely Tiffany is, we're not gonna do that with her. Okay, actually, this one's technically the worst synth in the game. Because it's a 35% chance, but we can, I think we just used the unis here, yeah. But we can take one failure. Okay, so there's one failure, we can take that, that's fine, we're gonna try it again. Oh, that's fine, okay. So, take that, and then we need to make one more item. Down, we're going to be making this ice bomb here from those items we got from the store and from Cole. So, making an ice bomb. Hom, come here, we're going to have you make those ice bombs.
I am a big fan of when ice bombs look like snowmen.
Alright, and to the world map. We are going outside.
Adventure!
So, obviously, traveling on the map is going to take time depending on how far from the city you're going, and then each area within a exploration area also takes time to travel. So, it's a lot something that turned people off from the Atelier series up until Shally was the time limit, and they feel like, oh, I can't do time limits, I feel like I'm on such a time crunch, etc., but these, I've always found them, except for, like, maybe a couple parts in Toturi, to be very lenient and pretty easy to get through. So here the assignment this time was that there's a bunch of enemies in the forest, so we need you to go out and get rid of them. So here we can just either fight them all, and like if we were actually leveled up we'd go and fight them, but no, we're gonna go use that wild scent that we made to scare them all off. And that's it. This is the first assignment that we're going to be taking less than 3 stars on, because I think we're done, yeah. I think to clear it completely, you either have to fight them, or there's another area you have to clear enemies out of. Something like that. But, no, we just clear out one, and we get the minimum amount of stars possible to pass. And we sleep. So, Stark is gonna be a little like, you know, you just did the bare minimum here, so, try not to do that every time, but this time is fine.
It was a non-violent option.
Yeah, we just made very stinky, and all the birds left. Alright, so Hom needs to synthesize barrels. Barrel, now for quality. And I need to synth a 95% chance, and I'm not taking this chance of a 95% chance, because 95 is not 100.
Yeah. 95 might as well be 9.
95, if it's not 100, it's basically 0. Just, it has a chance of just being 0. Or it's 50-50, either it works or doesn't. But, we need to synthesize, 1 Arland crystal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. From that original gem and some of that polished powder that, Hom made for us. Okay, good, first try.
What should I make?
Cool. And, what are we doing for this assignment? We're not making anything. Well, that's what Hom did for us. It's summer, it's hot. Hom made a bunch of ice bombs for us to turn in to beat the heat. So, yeah, that's a super easy assignment. We're gonna sleep for, 87 days now.
I think the way I'd want to play this game, as opposed to speedrunning it, is completion. I would want to just, like, make many items as possible. Get, like, the full directory.
Oh yeah, these games casually. I just recently finished Rise of 3, which is the newest game in the series. And there were times where I would just I would turn the game on and be like, okay, I'm gonna make some progress, blah blah. 4 hours later, I'm in a synthesis loop, just making stronger equipment or stronger bombs or something. And I'd be like, because I gotta go get the items. I gotta go do the thing. Okay, we're gonna go tell Hom to synthesize the Arland crystal now. Because we made one, now she can make it. And because the festival's coming up, we were asked to make, like, celebration stuff for the festival. So cannons and barrels. Barrel to set off for fireworks or whatever. So we had Hom make a bunch of barrels for us. And now we can sleep. There are a lot of every Atelier game has a lot of different endings, both not only character endings, but there's also some side endings, like, this game has the pie ending, where you make every type of pie in the game. Or the rich ending, where you get a certain amount of money. Or, like, the famous ending, where you have the maximum, there's a mechanic we totally skip over in the speedrun, which is, the community, how much the community likes you. And you raise that by doing requests for the town, by going to SD and taking requests for them. And I'm pretty sure on the leaderboards there's at least a few endings that have different runs for them done. If not for this game, then for other ones for sure. So again, skip the festival. And we have a little bit more to do this time. We need to go turn in our crystals. After all these... Oh, there's a lot of cutscenes here. Hi! Hello, trash cat. Do you want to jump up on... Ow! Ow! Stop! Stop! He's biting me.
One mood, biting.
Yep, one mood. He has one mood, is to bite. So we want to turn in all these crystals because they were trying to find, like, these special rocks or whatever, so that's good here. And now we do a few more things for once. We're actually doing more stuff than sleeping in this assignment. We need to go to Rorona's house to get some more items. Rorona is not a typical JRPG protagonist, and her parents are alive. So they bring us items and stuff. So we're gonna ask Geo to come with us. He's one of the stronger characters in the game. He's like the last one that can join you. And we're gonna finally kick Corey out of the party. She's been a great trooper the entire time, watching us sleep and hanging out with us as we don't do anything. Now we're gonna go synthesize another, to the right, a beast statue, which we can actually make this time because we're over the target level for it. And we're gonna do a really kind of high quality one here. Are these all the same? Yeah, they're all the same because I bought those. All right. Oh, I want to put that in my basket, actually. I'm gonna go grab that.
Now, is there a place like in town where you could go see Cordy, like you did
Yep.
you found
She
Geo?
hangs out at the, She hangs out at the, town square, I think it is. Was that beast statue only, like, 2 uses? That should be okay, though. Alright. In any case, we're going to sleep to the next assignment.
So sleepy.
So sleepy. Alright, now for the hardest assignment in the game. We're gonna go outside. We're gonna go to the second to last area of the game. There's one more that opens up, like, I think, in post-game, I think it is. And we have never leveled up. We've never really been outside. And we're in the second to last area of the game, and we have an enemy to fight because for this assignment we are required to gather some specific items to turn in, and they're only in this area. So I'm gonna take it a little safe. I'm gonna wait for this bird to come out of the bridge and then run around him. So we just need to survive through this area here. Cool, and then go to the next area. We're gonna save again. Yeah, well, I'll just overwrite that one. We can always go back if something really, really bad happens. Alright, into this area. So now we need to run this way. Go around this bird. Gonna run this way. Go around this bird. And now, we're gonna fight the final boss of the game.
Are you in space?
Sure. It's like stars, like night stars. Okay, don't hit Rorona. Well, they're not hitting Rorona because I don't have the guard up. Okay, that's Sturk, that's fine. Alright, so we really want Sturk to live, because he can do some extra damage. And also just tank hits for us. Oh, does have 3 uses, okay.
What level is Geo?
Yes. He's a much higher level than we are. He's level yes.
He's level, don't worry about it, he's got it.
Yeah, he's got this. So this might take a few tries, yeah, we're gonna have to reset this one because this is gonna attack Rorona, and we're gonna get wiped out. Yep, okay. So we'll go through the little scenes here. When you get knocked out, you just get sent, you lose your travel time, and you get sent back to the Atelier. So, get sent back, and we're just gonna reload.
It could be worse.
Yeah, it's honestly not, unless you're on a time crunch and you're near the end and rushing to get stuff, it's not that bad of a penalty for getting knocked out. It's not like a full-on game over or anything. I do believe, I think it might be the record run for this. I know a Japanese runner has a slightly different route where they recruit Tantris, who's another character that we just ignore in this route, who's slightly stronger than Sturk, I think. Okay. So the enemy always, I think, moves first, and we want to guard on this like that because we don't want Rorona to get hit at all, because she'll just get knocked out. She has 20 HP.
She is small.
Yeah, okay.
Well.
I'll just have to lose the battle then, because I can't. Yeah, I keep missing my run, so we're just gonna have to mash through and run this. I guess I could just quit the game and reload into it, but we'll just burn the turns here. Well, come on, instant death. Instant death. I don't think Geo can get hit by it. Can. Geo has the lowest chance of getting hit by the instant death because of the because such a high level. But
you know what we just said about percentages.
Percentages, yeah. But we wanted him to get hit by the death dive there, so that's fine.
Yeah. This time for sure.
Alright. Around the bird. Around the other bird. We don't care about those birds. Yeah, this boss is all just down to luck. Getting him good moves and us good turn order. See, we go first this time, so that's an improvement. We can get a little bit of damage before we have to use guard there, and he goes for his normal movement, and Sturk lives, so we can get a little bit of extra damage here.
You're not even moving. Still here.
Here, take this.
And hope for a good high roll on this. That's decent. Alright, let's see. Okay, I can just normal attack then. Save my MP. Please hit Sturk. Thank you. That's fine. I don't want to use my my follow-up attacks just in case Rorona gets targeted. Because that assist meter fills up, and then that's kind of an okay roll. That assist meter fills up, and you can use it either to assist attack or assist defend, and I want to leave the defense. I want to leave it for defense in case Rorona gets targeted, just like that. I don't think it can instant kill when it's guarded like that. No, it can't. Okay. All right, we're gonna win because Rorona's next. She's gonna use the last statue, and that'll knock the enemy out.
Just as planned.
Just as planned. First try. Alright, so Geo's level 30 to our, like, 11 or 10 or something like that. So here are the items right here that we need to gather for the assignment, and we're also going to open this chest and take this medal out of it. It's very important, we will be using it later. So we're just gathering one time here to get 6 of these flowers. And then we're going to go home. Yeah, there's a cutscene. Don't need to move to the container and go to the hallway. And we're gonna turn in those dark grasses to say like, hey, we went to this area and we got some of the items. Bye. So that's just barely enough to pass the assignment, and now we can go to sleep. Because that was exhausting. I mean, Sturk's at 1 HP. We're kind of low too because we leveled up and gained more power. So we're just gonna sleep it off. And now the rest of the game is very easy. 2 more assignments to go, and we are set. So another, I think single star. Yeah, 1 more single star. Stark's gonna be like, you can't just do the minimum here, girl.
What did I just say last time?
Yeah, come on, step it up a little bit. Get me more items. Oh yeah, Pamela's in this game. It's been so long since I've casually played this that I'm actually forgetting some of the characters. Pamela being a recurring character in the Atelier series. So for this time we just need to make a bunch of sundries. We turn in every single sundry we have in our inventory, and that's enough to pass it. So go to sleep.
I was wondering how much overlap with characters there are between the different names for the series.
Within the same trilogy, you're gonna have overlapping characters. So Rorona, she's the main character in this game. She appears in Toturi, she appears in Meru, she appears in Lulua. Between games, there are some sort of like traveling characters, like the blacksmith Hagel appears in different games, like slightly different in each game. Pamela appears in multiple games, slightly different in each game. It's kind of like references. things like that. So there are some, but it's usually within the same world trilogy. So remember that metal? Why'd I go to the front desk? I don't want to go to the front desk. I want to go to the hallway. Remember that piece of metal that we got from that treasure chest?
Any procs?
Yeah.
So we're told to synthesize the best item. Well, we made that, right?
Keep it up.
Yeah, we made that. This is ours. We made it. So
Naturally.
we can just turn that in for enough stars to pass the assignment. You're really supposed to synthesize a high-quality, high-end item and turn it in for the max stars. And be like, this is what I learned in my 3 years of learning alchemy. But no, we just give them a piece of metal that we found in a chest somewhere. And yeah, time will be very soon once we go through the last cutscenes here and go back to the workshop at the end. So 2 stars, good enough. And we have passed. And 3, 2, 1, time.
Hooray. We
And
saved
that-
the-
We saved
haven't-
the workshop!
We haven't saved the world, but we saved Renoa's world.
Yep, so Rorona saved her workshop. We grew greatly as an alchemist, but our popularity with the townspeople is non-existent, so no one comes to our workshop for jobs because we ignored the town request system, and that's how you gain the popularity to kind of bump this ending up to something different.
Sure. I'll look over the workshop while you're...
So
I'm not sure
Rorona
how-
decides to go off on a journey instead. I was going to go through this a little bit faster. So Rorona takes Halm with her to go on a journey, asks Stark to watch over the workshop, make sure that, they don't bulldoze it behind her back while she's on her journey. And we get this nice little CG at the end of the two of them going off on their journey. They're gonna head north.
Okay then, let's...
I don't remember which ending is the canon ending in this game, but Rorona does go off on like a journey, and she ends up meeting Totori on that. I forget how she ends up meeting her, but ends up teaching Totori alchemy and like passing down her knowledge and whatnot for that, and that leads into the second game. So yeah, that is Atelier Rorona Plus. It is my probably my second favorite Atelier game out of the series in total. I don't want to save clear data. I want to just go back to the title screen. My favorite being Escalogy, which is the second Dusk game. So again, very, very large, long series. It's been going on 25 years. Very highly recommended to play at least one of these games. Start at one of the beginning trilogies. So Rorona, Aisha. What's the first game in the other trilogy? Sophie. I can remember names. Sophie or Ryza 1 or the new Marie remake that just came out. Start at any of those, and I think you'll have a great time in this little niche series that has kind of charmed a bunch of people. And yeah, pretty much all August games are pretty good. Some are better than others, but Atelier is pretty strong, pretty what do you call it? Consistent through how good or great they are. So yeah. As for me, I'm Kariohki. You'll find me on the internet as Kariohki pretty much everywhere. I don't stream super often, but I'll be live like in a couple of months with a card opening stream, and then I'll be learning a new speed game in November. Thank you for joining me and asking me questions about this game. It's been great to like be like, oh yeah, that's a thing, isn't it? And remind that and stuff.
It was a nice
Yeah.
chill run.
Thank you, Kari. Congratulations. Veil, where can we find you?
You can find me wherever I am as Valeria Asteria. I'm around, especially on Twitch.
Awesome. Thank you again, Kariohki. This was a phenomenal run of Atelier Rorona Plus. I'm really excited by the foray of capitalism we just experienced. So great run. Folks who are just joining us, you are watching Attract Mode on Lady Arcaders. We are going to be taking a very brief break, but after this we're going to have a run by Picole running a Super Bosses action-packed run of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed. So make sure that you stay tuned, get a drink if you need to, hydrate, take care of yourselves. We will definitely have more showcase for you very, very soon. All right, welcome back. You are watching Attract Mode presented by Lady Arcaders. Unfortunately, there have been some technical difficulties tonight, and we are going to need to reschedule our showcase of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 by Picole. I know y'all wanted to see the super bosses. I did too. The suspense is killing me, but we are going to have to wait a couple showcases more to get that done. In the meantime, we have a couple announcements here before we raid out today. Our first one is that Attract Mode submissions are open, and we are gearing up for one of our favorite times of the year. We've got fall leaves, pumpkin spice, a skeleton or 2 or 3 in our closets. Attract Mode's ready for Halloween, so if you have game showcase pitches for September and October, give us the tricks and the treats. Go to ladyarcaders.com/start for the submission link. Additionally, AGDQ submissions are open from the 1st to the 10th of September, and Attract Mode showcases are phenomenal submission videos. Keep that in your back pocket, gamers. Keep that in your back pocket. In the meantime, on Sunday, September 3rd, we have another double showcase. First off, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we've got a blast from the past. Rexy will be taking us to Infinity and Bingo. That's right, it's a bingo percent run with Space Ranger Buzz Lightyear himself, as Rexy will go through Toy Story True Buzz Lightyear to the rescue and trying to mark off a bingo card of goals. It's speed running, but with style. And that's not it. Buzz isn't the only one heading to rescue on Sunday. Stick around afterwards because NBZ will be showing off an any percent run of Guilt, in which she will help Sally find her missing cousin Emily. But this survival horror game isn't exactly child's play, even if Z might make it seem that way. So the only way for you to find out exactly what's going on is to tune in on September 3rd for this double showcase. Stick around. We are going to be raiding in to see emo support Jamie, who's playing a very different game with a very different Sally. So hang tight, come along with the raid with us, and more importantly, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I've been BigScared, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Take care, everybody.